I'm gonna make a super hearty white chickpea and kale stew that is perfect for this time of year. So I am gonna start with the ingredients. I have, some of it's just the spices and it's not too many ingredients, but I have to build this in stages, again, for the camera. First stage, I'm gonna be using these soy butler curls, which people have been asking me to do something with them. So let's do something with them. This bag cost me about $6.50 and it's a 8-ounce bag, which I think is kind of expensive for something dehydrated. That's just me. My soy curls here. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon, a little bit more, of veg broth, bouillion. This is the Knorr. I buy it in bulk at a restaurant supply store or Costco. And then you can just add it to this and that will give a little bit of flavor, although a lot of it's gonna wash off. I haven't used this stuff as much as I probably should. Tastes amazing. It'll take on any flavor you want. So I will use more of it and I'll start showing more. I've been meaning to. But you gotta wash it and you gotta rehydrate it. So this is gonna do both at once. So I'm just gonna set this aside. And while I have this boiling water, I'm gonna grab another pot, medium-sized sauce pot. And I have with me the $1.28 for cauliflower florets. And this is a 1-pound bag cauliflower. I'm just gonna add this right to the pot. And then I'm gonna cover this with the hot water. You need to go out? Okay, go out, see you in a minute. And I will just get this on a medium-high heat. I'm gonna bring it up to a boil. And to that, just chop 1 onion. So I'm gonna cut it into quarters and then just add it right to the pot. Then I also have 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna save 2 for the body of it, but 2 are going into here. And for measurement's sake, this is 1 quart of water that I added in there. I just dumped it out and added it to this so I could show you how much water was in there. So it's 1 quart of water with the 1 bag of cauliflower and 1 onion. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of chicken broth. And I wanna taste this to make sure it has some flavor. And it's all right. It's all right, but I'm gonna add another teaspoon. So 2 teaspoons. And we'll go from there. So it's been about 5 minutes and these soy curls seem like they're definitely hydrated more. And it's still hot. So what I wanna do is strain these out. And I'm gonna press them down here as much as possible with the spoon for now. I'm gonna discard this liquid because it's super cloudy and it's more of like the washing the soy curls. And now I'm gonna let these sit here and cool down a little bit while the rest is being built. Prep up 1 onion. So we're just gonna give that a good dice. And you can see for measurement's sake is about 2 cups of diced onion. I went ahead and took 1 whole head of kale. That cost me about $2.79 for 1 head of kale. And I just shredded it into bite-sized pieces and rinsed it. And so this is sitting in the back that we'll use later. I'm just sharing that. And once this comes to a boil, I'm gonna shut that heat off and then set it to the side. We're gonna let that cool down a little bit before we work with that. So now that part's done. Second part is going to be, I'm just gonna squeeze out as much liquid as you can and add them to this bowl. Simple, simple. Okay, so we have this soy curls. I have a little bit of granulated garlic. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of granulated onion. Smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon. This is totally extra, but when I was in the van up in Vermont, I bought some of this smoked maple syrup from Sugar Bob's. It's a popular store up in Vermont. If you know, you know. And I'm just gonna add some of this to this. So I'm gonna add about a couple tablespoons. If you don't have smoked maple syrup, just add regular maple syrup. The smoky paprika will work wonders with it. It smells delicious. Oh, it'll be a nice addition to this. But again, you don't need it. You could just use regular maple syrup and smoked paprika or liquid smoke. Just add as much as you think isn't gonna be overpowering. So I'm gonna let that absorb into this. I also have some salt. I'm gonna add a healthy pinch of salt and a healthy pinch of black pepper, maybe a little bit more. Oh, hi, Miss America. Let me get that for you. So I'm just gonna stir this up. Now, one thing I haven't added yet is oil, and I'm gonna add it to the pan when I sear this off. So I am gonna use a mortar and pestle, and I am gonna toast off some of these spices for optimal flavor. For seasonings, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds. And you can use powdered cumin if you don't have cumin seeds. And I'm going for optimal flavor. You know, I want to build these flavors. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of white peppercorns and 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. And then I also have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to add those right to the pan as well, and we're going to toast those along with 1 jalapeno. We'll get that all working together. Shouldn't take too long at all, especially for the seeds. So I'm going to stir that around. It is on high heat, so I want to be careful of that. And I'm looking to just bring a nice toast. And you can smell it right away, right when it starts releasing all their oils. It's just super nice. Don't want to burn them. I'm just going to take these out for a second. We're just going to take these seasonings and put them right into the mortar and pestle. Garlic and jalapeno back to that. So while that is toasting, I'm just going to start grinding this. Wow, super strong. Aromatics. Really grind this down to a nice powdery mix. 2 garlic cloves just pop right into that mortar and pestle, and we're just gonna smash those in. Smash it enough to make it a nice paste. It just starts becoming like wet sand. It's like this, you can see. Beautiful. Perfect. So I have that. Now I will remove this jalapeno and just set it right here with the other one. Now I know that's ready to go. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this heat back on, add some of the olive oil, add enough to cover the bottom of the pan, probably a few tablespoons. The soy curls. Saute these. I'm gonna let them sit on here for a minute just to get some nice color. And I'm gonna be adding oil, more oil periodically, because I'm going for 2 textures with this. I want to get a more bacony flavor with that smoked paprika, a little bit of garlic, the onion granulated, and that smoked maple syrup in here is definitely gonna add that. But I also need the fat, because this is gonna act as bacon flavor and like the texture of chicken as well. Because I want a nice chew for the texture when we get to the complete, what am I calling this? I want that texture. It's gonna be vital. So you could easily do this in the oven, and you could try to do it with less oil or no oil. For sure, it would probably work. But I like doing it on the stovetop because I can keep an eye on it. And it's not just drying out. I'm not looking for dry. I want like the moisture, I want the oil absorbed, and I want it to just all come together on the pan. This is why I like doing a lot of things in here. I definitely love the oven. I don't feel like turning it on right now either. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And I will cook this for as long as it needs, probably like 5 minutes. I can tell you, it smells so good. Now you're gonna wanna watch this. If you add maple syrup, that's gonna be sugar, and sugar will burn a lot easier than it doesn't if there was no sugar. So you definitely wanna keep an eye on this. And I don't mind some brown, some darker brown spots, because that'll add some flavor, but I don't want it burnt. Just gonna add a pinch of thyme leaves to this, half a teaspoon. So you definitely want to take your time with these and do it on a somewhat low heat. So these are looking good, seared off, browned, a lot more flavor in there. So turn up the heat, and I'm just gonna put these in the bowl. Quick, just to clean out the pan, add that right back into it, deglaze the pan. Now I'm gonna use regular cooking oil, the towels, and you guys know the drill. All I did was rinse that out, and now a little bit of oil. Take care of my pans, ready for the next time. So there you have like our nice pulled soy curls. Look great, taste amazing. Yum. The cauliflower has cooled off enough. Add all of it to the blender. Now I have one secret ingredient, and this is probably one of the best things I've found recently. And I'm not sponsored by these guys. I've been using this for yogurt and sour cream and anything that's creamy, and I'm gonna show how to use it in a couple more videos. I already have some ideas about to really show you how it performs. Because if I'm gonna buy a product, it has to perform, it has to cook. I'm not a yogurt eater, so I'm not just gonna eat yogurt on its own. I mean, I will if I have it like this, but it has to have multi-purposes. That gives me the reason to purchase it. And cooking is one of them. So I'm gonna add a 1, 2, like 3. I'm probably gonna add a half a cup. And it's gonna make it super creamy. And it's got that little culture tang. I really, really like it. Boom. That easy, done. Just want to make sure it's silky smooth. So remember, it was 1 quart of water with the vegetable broth. And yeah, this is just delicious on its own. Like, this is such a good soup base. I have to take a short intermission to feed Miss America and then take her for a walk. Crying right now to eat. Are you so hungry? How hungry are you? How hungry are you? Are you so hungry? How hungry are you? Give me a kiss. Give me kisses. Give up. Okay, we'll eat. Okay, we'll get you food. All right, I'm back from Frankie's walk. Crank on this, turn it on a medium-high heat. Olive oil just to cover the bottom. Then I'm gonna add those onions. I'm also gonna add 1 can of green chilies. I have that jalapeno here, and I'm just gonna slice this in half and then into quarters again. And then remove the seeds and the pith. And then give these a quick dice. Now, if you don't want spicy, I would suggest removing the seeds and the pith, or just skip the whole jalapeno altogether. I'm also gonna be topping with some chilies as well. I'm also gonna add the spices that we have. Fill this up with a little bit of water, just to make sure we're getting all the flavor out of this, and it helps clean the pestle. Bring those spices to life, really bloom them. As soon as I feel like that's starting to stick to the pan, all those spices and the garlic, I'll add that little bit of water. Then I'm gonna add 1 large can of chickpeas. It's like almost 2 cans in this one. It's the largest can I can find of chickpeas with the water right into it. 1 can of white beans with the liquid. And then 1 can of butterbeans with the liquid. Bring that up to temperature. I bought 2 of these bags, so it'll be 2 pounds. Still cheaper than buying a head of the fresh. I'm just gonna add that right in here. And we're gonna stir that in. As that comes up to a boil, add the cauliflower cream. And we'll just stir that right in. And I'll bring that whole thing up on a medium-high heat to a slow boil. As that comes up, I have the kale that is shredded, pre-shredded. I'm just gonna add that. It's not boiling yet, but I'm gonna add the whole bunch. And then stir that into it. Not only is it gonna be delicious, it's gonna be good for me, and it's gonna be super filling and satisfying, and have a lot more meals than just one. So I will bring this up to a slow boil. Beautiful. Yum. Yum. I'm gonna set some of this aside, some of the soy curls, so we can use them on top. Gonna add the rest of the soy curls right to it. Stir those right in. I think it needs a little bit more salt. That's just me. You can judge for yourself. A little bit more black pepper. Big fan of the black pepper here. I'm gonna let it simmer for about 5 minutes and then serve. This looks amazing. It smells so good. For toppings, I added some of the crushed tortillas I had, soy curls, bacony, chickeny flavor, and Serrano and Thai chilies, because why not? I love that. And it's such a deep, rich, super hearty. And it's not spicy, but there's just enough heat to like really push it over the edge. Delicious. And you get the different textures with the white beans and the butter beans and the snap of the chickpeas, and then the chewy texture of the soy curl with the kale and the extra cauliflower. It is a super comfortable, filling, like satisfying meal. It's not just a soup. This is a full, complete meal, which is what I love. That was delicious. I got 5 quarts out of this, plus a big bowl for dinner. If you like this video, you guys, please subscribe. I don't say that much, but please subscribe, it helps. And also check out these videos over here for more budget-friendly, affordable meals that you can make at home to feed the family. And we'll see you soon. Really soon.